Hey, you guys. Thanks for listening to the Thoughtbox podcast. First off, please help us grow by subscribing to us on YouTube, liking our page on Facebook, and following us on Twitter at the Thoughtbox PC. This episode is brought to you by Spirit Animal Pet Sitting. First things first. We have priorities in our lives.
Crack the brew.
Bam. Okay. Hey, guys. I only want to promote services that I would use myself, and Spirit Animal Pet Sitting has everything you need for your furry little friends here in the Austin, Texas area. Spirit Animal Pet Sitting provides services such as pet photography, pet training, on the site pet sitting, which means they'll come over to your house and they'll stay with your house so your pet feels more comfortable being at home during your absence. And something that makes them stand out more than others is a little thing called Canine Campout. And what Canine Campout is a vacation for your pup. A lot of dogs spend too much time in the house, and if you're busy, you're working, you got a lot to do, or you just don't like to go outside, this gives your pet a chance to get outside, stretch their legs, and be healthy, and do a lot of dog shit. It's real important for dogs to do dog stuff here. Your pet will go on a camping retreat, and while you're away, they can hike, swim, and most importantly, be outdoors in nature. It's where dogs belong. I don't know, we keep them around where they're our pets now. It's kind of a weird relationship. It's incredibly healthy for your pet. And all this can happen while you're doing whatever you want. You also get to shoot, your pet gets a photo shoot of their little adventure as well. So you can find, if this is something sounds a little interesting, you can find them at spiritanimalpetsitting.com for more information. Today, I got three fellas sitting across from me. I'm pretty excited to talk to them here. JClark and company. Basically, what we got going on is I'm having a lot of IT issues like usual. Bam, bam, bam. All right, so we're a local group that came together in 2015, playing in the Austin area. Ben plays the drums, Andrew's the DJ, and JClark over here raps like a gangster. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Thanks for having us on.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So you guys came straight from a show last night, correct?
Well, it was more, I do a separate gig.
Bring that mic up to your face.
I do a separate gig where I play drums downtown in Austin. Just play along with the DJ, so it wasn't one of our shows per se, but we all kind of have our little side things that we do when we're not all playing shows together. So,
how'd you guys find each other? Because you guys have been doing this for a minute. I mean, you've been playing the drums for a long time.
I've been around for a little bit. Justin's been rapping for 5 odd years.
5 years.
Yeah.
6, 7, something like that.
So I mean, Knox knew a mutual friend of mine that he went to college with, and then moved down here a couple years ago, and then got into DJing and was DJing downtown and stuff. And I was bartending and playing drums. I played drums for another rapper named Critchy Critch, and then through him and playing shows, that's how I met Justin. And then when Critch moved to LA, I hopped on Jay's squad, and now I play drums for him, and so it's all come together.
You guys are rocking out in the ATX area. You leaving Austin? You guys taking a show on the road?
Hopefully. I mean, we played...
we were just in San Antonio on Friday.
Yeah?
With Critch.
Where'd you guys play at in San Antonio?
It was Leon's Dance Hall.
Leon's Dance Hall.
Dance Hall, that's what it was. It was a Western fucking...
Okay.
Like a warehouse type thing, yeah.
Yeah?
It's huge.
Yeah?
Super huge.
How's the scene in San Antonio? You guys like playing down there?
It was my first time ever being in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Really?
Same.
But there was
They accept you? They rock out?
Yeah, there was like
Guys kill it.
900,000 people there, which was nice.
Wow.
So...
Quite the show, the show.
Yeah.
Ben, tell me a little bit about your history, too. You've been playing the drums for a long time. You played with artists such as, like, Swayze, and who else did you play with?
Well, I've been playing drums for 13 years. So mostly the shows that we played with Swayze, our most recent one, we played with Swayze, and then in February we opened for Ray Shremmerd in College Station.
Nice.
Which was super cool. That's probably the funnest show I've ever been a part of. It was awesome. But mostly it's a lot of like college shows, like fraternity shows and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Frat parties.
Frat parties.
We like the frat.
Yeah, frat kids treat us really nicely. Yeah. So
they treat you well. They don't. So the stereotypical thing I always think of is parties getting out of control. They ever ruin any shows for you? Anything like that? Have anything?
No, they've always been pretty.
That's good.
I mean, they had a good story in College Station. We were playing that show, and they had this huge barn where they had it in this makeshift stage that they had built. And during the show, I mean, it was getting really rowdy. And Jay was going ham, and he stepped through the stage.
Yeah,
like
fucking
busted through the bottom of the stage.
Oh man, you get hurt at all through that?
Nah, my ankle was, a little
Yeah,
hurt,
so
but I
the
mean,
next
I had
time.
so much adrenaline that I was like, I wasn't even fazed by it.
Ain't no thing.
But yeah, but like randomly they had like extra wood in the back and came out with a drill, and in 5 minutes they like fixed it, and then I fucking broke it again, like.
And then
10
the
minutes
lights
later,
kept falling
and
down.
then like the lights fell down. They just had it. I mean, it wasn't like a rigged stage, but it could have been put together
They
a
put
lot
all the money
better.
into booking
You know,
Richard, that's what it was.
like,
the pledges didn't put the stage together as
Yeah.
sturdy as they should. It was pretty springy.
Just put a little bit of spitting twigs together and
Yeah.
told you to stand on top of it.
Yeah, and then later the lights that they rented, like the light towers they rented, like fell because there were so many people on stage and fell like right over his tables and missed him by like
That was scary.
inches. And so like they're trying to get all that rigged up, and I'm still just playing drums like to the side because the stage was like really long, and I was like elevated on this other part of the stage, and I look over and all this chaos is like going on.
You're like, oh, what
And I
is
was like,
that?
shit, I just have to
play
keep
through
playing.
it.
Yeah,
Got to keep that
exactly.
beat, man. Drums are important.
Well,
Got to keep
'cause I
that
missed
beat.
him, and he looked at me
Exactly.
and just like put on some song, and I was like, all right, let's just go until they fix this shit. So it was pretty funny.
All right, all right. What do you guys like to play around Austin? Just anywhere and everywhere?
Pretty much anywhere, man. Yeah, a lot of the shows that Jay gets booked on just kind of depends on the venue, and they just, it's kind of random. So nothing in particular.
Mm-hmm.
But-
JClark, tell me about rap career. What made you decide to bust into the rap game?
Well, honestly, it was like my senior year of high school. I was like, 18, and me and my buddy, and I've always like, rapped, freestyled and all that shit, where I was, and I've always been pretty good at it, but like when I was, me and my buddy were just like, dude, let's just make some songs, so we bought a mic, and we used to like record out of my mom's closet, so
Yeah.
like put the mic in there and just straight through the fucking laptop, just raw shit, but we just kept doing that, and progressively we're getting better, and then he moved away to LA, and so I just was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna
You're a free agent. You gotta find something.
I'm gonna keep it going, and shit's worked out so far.
Yeah. Who's your influences? What do you listen to?
Well, pretty much anything and everything I like. As far as hip hop is, I love Drake. That's like one of my probably like my main thing. But playing with like Swayze and stuff, and I play with other people like Sammy Adams, like a lot of artists that I probably only like 10 years older. 10 years older than me, but huge influences. Listen to them every day. Like try to model myself after the way they do things, and take lessons,
Take what you like
Yeah,
from each one,
exactly,
learn off of
exactly.
each
Kinda
one,
put my own
develop your own
put my own
style
twist
into
into
it.
it, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
trying to like be them, copy them. But
Yeah. Yeah,
take
but
what they have and then put your twist on it.
definitely. That's the most important part. You never want to just straight up copy. It's impossible to copy somebody like that. But if you can learn off of everybody and put a mixture together, and bye Tara.
Well, you're
And,
in the middle of it. I don't want to bother you.
You're bothering us right now. And anyways, what else? And come together and bring it together. You get a real good package from
Yeah,
it. And,
exactly.
Sounds all right. If you guys are interested in checking these guys out, you can find them on SoundCloud, all over the place. Where at on SoundCloud?
It's JClark ATX. That's like the search thing, and you'll see my face pop up on the little icon
thumbnail.
there.
Little ugly mug.
Just press that follow
Give it
button.
a click. Follow them.
Press that follow button.
Yeah. What's your Twitter handle?
It's at the JC, so it's the JAYSEE.
All right.
You're seeing something.
All right. And they find you on Facebook too?
Yeah, official JClark
Official JClark.
on Facebook.
All right. How'd you get into the DJ game? DJ.
I want to
There's-
say I dabbled back in college because I went to a really small school in Idaho, and so there wasn't really much to do. And then, ironically, Ben flew me down for South by like 3 years ago, and it was my first experience with Texas and South by, and kind of the whole explosion of like live performance. And so I decided to take it a little bit more seriously, moved down to Austin. Then I kind of pushed my way into doing like the 6th Street thing
Mm-hmm.
from Mondays, then going on to Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then eventually me and Justin met at a show that I was doing or something, and we decided to work together from there.
And everything jived up.
Yeah.
That's the way to go. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty.
Who's any DJ influences? I mean, it seems like it's a newer field than rapping or playing the.
Yeah, Like, I grew up mostly just listening to rappers, which is the weirdest thing, like, being a 14-year-old kid in, like, suburban Orange County. Like, listening to, like, 50 Cent and Eminem and, like, Crooked Eye and Immortal Technique, all these really hard people, and I didn't really feel like you could have a voice being, like, from a suburban area, and so it kind of just felt easier to fall back into, like, producing or DJing to kind of find my niche into that particular game, but it's got to be, biggest influence has got to be DJ Ski, because he was dropping mixtapes with the game probably every year in California and South LA, so that's what everybody was listening to. And so he's been probably the biggest influence on me as far as just modeling strategy, moving forward, all that good jazz.
Cool. Strategery. We got
Dude, it's bringing out that. Nice.
it's a word. I think they got put in the Urban Dictionary.
Will Ferrell made it a word, yeah. So it's gotta be real. It's a thing.
It's all a thing here.
It's a thing.
So where's what's next? What's the next show for you guys?
Right now working on South Carolina, having a little like college mini tour type thing. Working on South Carolina, LSU.
You bringing anybody with you, or
what's up?
Like when you go out and get these gigs, is it so you guys are playing, but
like I normally open like for normally it's like Swayze or like artists like that, and we I mean if we can get drums and stuff, sometimes it's so far, and there's it's a big hassle to bring drums and stuff, or for the way the venue is. You don't know how it's gonna be.
You're gonna have room to set up.
A lot of like the fraternity scene, and a lot of those guys like they rent all their sound. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily like a venue that already has all the stuff. So they like
sometimes it's like at their house, at their big house.
So you're kind of improvising with like even PA systems.
Yeah, I mean we don't mess with it. They have sound guys, that make it, but it's still just the way it's set up. It's not like venues are set up for bands and the way everything. So when you just come to some house and they hire some, sound
mom
company,
and pop sound company. Yeah,
it's like they're not expecting you to bring like the whole band. Shit. They're just thinking the rapper and the DJ.
Now that seems a little bit risky when it comes to really wanting to put on a good performance.
Yeah, I mean that's the difference between. Like I said, when we do the drums, it's just a more overall. It's a better performance, because you get the whole, live music, get the drums in there, just kind of brings a whole different atmosphere to
it's a new different element.
Yeah.
Like a year ago, we were setting up like our own mixers and everything, the wiring the whole system on 6th Street, and now it's kind of nice having professional guys doing it for us.
You just show up and and rock out.
Recently, with the bigger artists we've been playing with, it's
nice.
Less stress.
Less stress, and there must be pretty consistent. Do you ever have any technical difficulties where it was out of your hands? Because I with this thing here, if something messes up, it's my fault because I put everything into it. But if somebody else is relying on it, anything where the show just didn't go well.
The last show in San Antonio, we were switching over, and the sound guy legitimately didn't know how to do the sound.
He didn't know how to switch.
He just showed up that day and was like buttons.
I was the first person, so everyone's like,
you could tell he didn't really work much with whatever equipment was going on.
Each DJ had like a different setup they were running out of, so it's one like.
Yeah, so it wasn't just like one.
Yeah. CDJs and like Serato on like another thing, and the guy like looked at it and was like, I don't know how to like switch to CDJs, and like legit went and just sat down.
Just quit on you guys. I'm out. Sorry.
It was like a good 15 minutes of just silence,
and like
losing the crowd. People don't get excited.
Everyone's just turned up for like 20-30 minutes and then like
just cut.
That can kill a whole show. That can kill a whole show. Something like that. It's important.
Exactly. Especially college kids,
and like because Knox brought like the power strip to like plug everything in. So people like plugging into this power strip, and like he goes to like get his stuff out, and they're trying to plug it in, and the next DJ was coming on was like looks at Knox like play something. And
shout out Carter Cruz.
Shout out Carter Cruz.
She's a
porn star turned DJ. Yeah.
As all the best DJs cool. are, I hear. Start out in porn star.
She's pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
Pretty good, yeah. I've been every way, yeah.
But, it was just funny. Looks at Knox, he's like, fucking play something. And Knox is just like, I don't know what to do. Because the sound guy's just, like, picking his butt, like, behind us, like, now.
It's like, that's your guys' problem. I don't even do anything with that.
Like, shouldn't you know, like, all the technology that's kind of being used right now, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely been the worst experience with sound guys. Usually they're super awesome.
Are you able to get the crowd back after something like that? 20, 15 minutes of just silence and
I mean, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I mean, it felt probably like 15 minutes. It was probably only like
Like an
3.
eternity.
But yeah, it felt like an eternity. But I mean, like I said, those college kids, like, they're all wasted and they just like freak out immediately.
Yeah, if they got a girl, they're probably just gonna make out with them. Or something.
Little makeout break.
Yeah.
I got this.
That's what we're providing.
Cool. All right, so where I'm brain farting like crazy right now. I'm over here. I'm like, I want another beer. What are you creeping in here for?
What?
What's that?
I'm just observing.
Just observing.
Okay.
She's gonna go do some Uber
Okay.
later.
Nice.
You guys need some Ubering downtown.
Some Uber.
Terra Valletta.
Nice.
Ubering?
She started.
Do you do Lyft too?
I can't. My car's like 1 year older than it needs to be.
Okay.
That cutoff, you know.
I started out doing
Yeah,
Lyft,
that's worthy.
and then I picked up some kid, and he was like, "Dude, have you ever done Uber? Like, if you sign up right now, you can make like $500 if you give like 20 rides."
Mm-hmm.
And like, I was like, "All right." I did 20 rides, and I got like a $700-something check because it's 500 plus whatever
what you make.
off the rides.
And they give you like 80% too. Uber has got it figured out when it comes to this stuff. You get, they pay $10, 8 goes to you, 2 goes to them. You don't think that they get a lot of money, but they have millions of people working for them.
Bro, they have their company's worth like over like $2 billion or some shit. Like,
And they got my friends from Panama here, and they said that they just made it illegal in Panama because the taxi drivers were
it's
freaking
illegal
out.
in San Antonio.
Something's illegal in Panama.
Yeah, Ubering and Lyft are both
They're both
outlawed
illegal.
in San Antonio. They're trying to
Oh,
make it
they're fighting that, I'm sure.
here in Austin. It's like they
They just can't even
they
do
can't
it.
anymore. They stopped that a year ago, but now they're trying to do it in Austin too.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
understand
I don't see it happening here.
I mean, it's already in. Once
Too
you get a
much
beast
shit
going
here.
like
There's too
that.
much shit too, and it saves a lot on like
It's just part of our culture.
drunk
now.
driving and that sort of thing. So I don't think this city will work it.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, if they go and say, "Hey, no, you guys can't be responsible," and have somebody give you a ride home,
Exactly.
and I like the setup too because there's no cash exchanged, and so I mean, I don't know. A lot of times you get a taxi driver and he's kind of a dick, or
Yeah, they're all dicks.
yeah, and you can just go nope, and their rating's bad, and then so you're only getting quality Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Quality Terra.
For sure.
Damn straight.
Get the spirit animal mobile. She got her. You see her spirit animal signs on the side.
I saw those.
On the Volvo, rocking it. So coming from a musician background, you don't always have the best jobs, best employment, trying to make A and B together. What were you guys doing when you were starting out getting into the music business? What are you doing to pay the checks, keep the lights on?
Oh shit, man. I used to go to school too. I'm 22, but I've been to a few different schools, and got pretty good support from my parents. But I mean, I stopped going to school like a year and a half ago, and I was working like 7 jobs. Like 6 months ago, I had like 7 jobs, so I've just stayed busy doing tons of shit.
Just this, that, and the other, or anything
Everything.
specific?
Uber, Lyft, worked for a shredding company, worked for a document storage company, or like store fucking files for companies, like important documents and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I worked like trash, like recycling, valet trash. Started my own moving company. So just anything and everything, just to make it a check.
Yeah. And now hopefully getting the mic in the hand, keeping keeping that as an employment now.
Yeah. So now actually, starting to get paid for shows and stuff. It's pretty cool. So.
What about you? Would you any horrible jobs? I mean, I remember I worked for a place called Prime Cut, and it's a cool place, but it's your typical job where you just show up, you get paid the minimum wage, you deal with. I remember Kids Eat Free on Monday, and oh my god, it's a war zone. This little, they would just destroy places, and you wouldn't get tipped. And I honestly, I hated having to deal with it. But you had to if you wanna live, you wanna eat.
You gotta do something.
Any lovely jobs
You
of
gotta do
such?
something.
I've always just had work downtown, so it's never been miserable.
Bartending?
Yeah, bartending, bar back, and what have you. So it hasn't been bad. It's just holidays. With that,
Yeah,
never getting weekends
no
off or any
weekends,
of that
yeah.
stuff.
I like to experience downtown. That's why I've never really hit the bartending, work, because I like to go out and have a good time.
You'd be on the other side of things.
It was nice.
And I don't like working at night. I just hate that shit. Unless it's music.
Yeah, right.
We're
Well, I was going to grad school at UT, and then I hated it, so I quit. And then I was bartending too at the same time, so I would just basically was full-time bartending for a while. That's how I met basically everyone in kind of the Austin music scene. And then so I was downtown bartending, and then kind of got out of that, and I personal train now, so to pay the bills basically.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You want to plug that?
24-hour fitness.
24-hour fitness.
You know.
Where they
Hancock Center.
Ben Mitchell.
Hancock Center. Get swole.
Getting swole.
Get swole. Get them gains.
How long you been personal training for?
A year in May.
You like it?
I mean, it's all right. It's a better like lifestyle than being downtown like every night. Because when I was down there, I was like drinking every night basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like 5 days a week, and it takes a
just
fucking
part of the
toll on
scene.
yeah, it's like you just don't notice how much you really start drinking when you start bartending, and then you're like, Jesus, like I'm taking like 10 or 15 shots a night just to get through this shit. But I don't know. It's working at the gym's a lot better. I mean, it's a lot healthier. You know what I mean? I can enjoy like my weekends and stuff. The money's not as good as bartending was, but I get to set my own schedule and that kind of thing. So it's nice especially for music, because I can, if I need to block off like 3 days to go do a show for a weekend or something like that, I got the freedom to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do right now. But I mean, the stability factor isn't always the best, because it ebbs and flows with how many people I have training. So it's like my paycheck kind of changes depending on other people, which sucks. But just hoping that the music thing that we're doing right now is it's always been it's been real positive so far, and it's going in the right direction.
Keep it in the right direction.
Yeah. And
all right, so I know we plugged this here. How do they get a hold of you? Twitter, Facebook? What are your plugs, man?
My Twitter is at Young Drums, so Young YUNG _ drums with a Z. Because I'm so hood.
Because he's that gangster.
Yeah. My Instagram is Ben Official. I'm like the _ king, so it's Ben _0 FF official.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right? _ master.
Just search Ben Mitchell.
Yeah, you'll find me. I'm the one with the idiotic drum face on in all my pictures. But follow me.
I'll have to.
Release the crack.
I still have a video on my phone of when we were over at your house and you were busting those drums, just killing it. I'm gonna have to put that on the Thoughtbox's page here so people can get a taste.
Thoughtbox, huh?
Kid kills it on the drums.
It's fun, dude.
Just gets at
I've
it.
been playing a while, so I better be good.
Better be all right. Better be all
Otherwise,
right.
this last decade was a waste.
All right, here's the deal, guys. We do have to wrap this up. We got to keep it under a half an hour, unfortunately, for these first parts here. So it was a pleasure having you on.
Thanks for having us.
I definitely want to see you guys back here and let me know how your success is going in here. And as for everybody else, thank you so much for listening to the Thoughtbox podcast. Please go to our YouTube page, subscribe to us, get us on Facebook, the Thoughtbox podcast, and if you want to find us on Twitter, at Twitter, is that a thing? Twitter. At the Thoughtbox PC. And remember, so far, every episode is brought to you by Spirit Animal Pet Sitting. If you care about your pooch and you need to get out of the house, give Spirit Animal Pet Sitting a call. Go to their website, see what's up. You will be happy with them. They're pretty awesome. A lot of dog poop here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you.